Hi there, this is Chris Dames from Common Sense Money, and this is video 5 of 5 of my videos for Financial Planning Week. During these videos I've talked about the different life stages financially you tend to go throughout your life. So what I want to do is do a brief recap before we move on to video 5, just so we know where we are today. In video 1 I talked about starting out, so the challenges you face when you take your first job or you go to university. Video 2 was about taking responsibility, so you're probably moving into your first home in this stage, getting married or engaged, or moving in with family, friends or partner. Video 3 is about having children and some of the challenges you face in that life stage. Video 4 is when the kids are grown up, so the kids are off your hands and how your focus might change towards your financial future in a little bit more detail. Now we're at video 5, and video 5 we're going to talk about when you reach the end of your working career, so when you retire or you're approaching retirement. And what I'd like to do is talk about some of the challenges you may face in this period of your life, along with, as I've done in previous videos, some top tips. So let's talk about the implications of this life stage, the approaching retirement or at retirement life stage. So firstly, it's likely that you will spend less time at work. People's lives are changing, and whereas historically it's always been a case that at 65 somebody got the watch and left work, life isn't like that anymore. So yes, people still tend to, as they get older, want to work less. That may be stopping outright, or that may be just cutting down on your work commitment, so you can spend some important time doing what you really truly want to do. It's the time to live your hopes, dreams and aspirations. So you've saved all this money, you've worked to your financial plan, and you've reached the time when you should be spending more of your money than actually saving. So that's what you're working hard to achieve. And as I've said already, retirement isn't what it was 20 or 30 years ago. A couple of reasons for that. Number one, people are more active. So the other thing to bear in mind is people are living a lot longer. So it's important to consider that whatever money you've got now needs to last longer. So what are my top tips? Firstly, if you're approaching this stage of life, confirm what you're entitled to. Now that comes in a number of aspects. Number one is state pension. So you've paid in national insurance contributions into the state pension scheme. What are you entitled back from that? And that's easy done. You can apply for a statement to confirm exactly what you're entitled to, so you can apply for a projection. Number two, what are you entitled to in terms of your personal pension? So thirdly, your other assets. So it's likely you've got savings, it's likely you've got your property. How do those other savings, investments and assets fit into your financial plan? Because it's likely that they'll be an important part of your either generating income or providing financial security in terms of capital moving forward. My next tip is consider risk. So your attitude to risk at 30 and your attitude to risk at 60 to 65 may be exactly the same. However, what we tend to find is actually between 30 and 65 your attitude to risk is likely to change. Number one, because you're informed by your life in terms of risk, so things happen and you think, well actually I'm more cautious or more adventurous than I thought I was. But also we find that time and the impact of when you need the money has an impact on your attitude to risk. So don't only sit down and look at what assets you've got, look at where that money is invested and consider the attitude to risk you currently take and whether you're still comfortable with that. And thirdly, consider the additional implications of retirement. So the fact that you need your assets for the rest of your life, the fact that one day you may need to go into a care home. And the most important thing is, because you've worked so hard and because you've had good financial habits and because you've saved, start using that money to live the life you want. So start living out some of those ambitions that previously you didn't have time to do. Hopefully you've enjoyed these set of 5 videos. The next video will just be a recap to show you where you can find the other 5. I'm Chris Dames, this is Common Sense Money, and I'll see you next time.